Morning, everyone. Can you open your cam? We're going to start. It's already 11:10. House rules, open your cam, mute unless called for participation, and if you have an idea, clarification, questions, additional information, just raise your hand. Who is this iPhone? What's your name? iPhone?
Mary Joy, ma'am.
Mary Joy. Okay, lagay mo na lang sa ano mo ha, Zoom yung name mo para ano kita,
Sige po.
para ma-count ko as attendance. Adrian, Renalyn, and Cindy. How are you? Kumusta kayong lahat? Pasok ko na natin. Renalyn and City Aina, kindly open your cam. Saan ka nagtatrabaho, Renalyn? Nag-work ka? Saan ka nag-work, Renalyn? Hindi kita marinig.
Sa LGU po.
Si Aina, open your cam.
Narinig na po ko, ma'am.
Yes, Renalyn. Thank you. Okay, start na tayo. Mary Joy, open your cam. Again, good morning, everyone. Our topic for this week and also last week, it's about the global interstate system. And after going through this module, I am expecting that all of you can identify the rules and functions of the United Nations or UN. Also, identify the challenges of global governance in the 21st century and explain the relevance of the state amid globalization. Let us have first a review or recap about the discussion last time and also the learning material that I posted last week. Okay, I'm going to call someone. Frankie, kindly give a summarization about the discussion last time.
Ma'am, di po ata ako naka-attend nun.
Hindi ka pa nakapanood ng video?
Hindi po. Hindi ko pa
Hindi mo pa. Okay. Balikan nyo yun ha, before kayo basta weekly na check nyo para makita nyo yung mga activities na missing nyo, yung mga videos, mga recorded videos na tinano natin. Then, dapat mag-lecture din kayo para kung sakaling may quiz tayo, may surprise quiz, yung magawa natin. Anyways, next week, magbibigay ako ng quiz natin. So, yun yung activity natin and maybe I'll give you an activity and a learning material. So, mag-review kayo about yung sa mga And after nyong ma-view yung ating video, pag napatapos nyo siya, pag nabasa nyo yung learning material, kasi isa lang din yon. Just comment that, okay? If my announcement say noted, for me to know if you already read or you are already informed of the announcement that I posted. Yung mga activities natin, hindi pag nagawa nyo, mag-comment din kayo, okay? Part yun sa grading system natin. Who wants to give the summarization of the discussion last time? City Aina. Also, open your cam. House rules tayo. Ranalyn, open your cam. Kung hindi makita yung aking ano, ay, nag-off yung ano ko. Makita nyo na lang yung ano ko ha. Yung mukha ko kasi nag-off yung camera ko. Kasi malabo ang camera ng laptop ko. 720p lang siya. Kaya gamit ko cellphone. Okay, kindly give the summarization. City Aina. Para mabilis na tayo. City Aina. Can you hear me? Ano yung mga nabanggit natin or napag-aralan natin last time? Ma'am, pa-accept po ng isang account ko po kasi mahirap po dyan. Ano yung account mo dito? City, Aina? Para ma-accept ko, yun lang ang i-accept ko. Kasi syempre, andito ka naman. Ano yung account mo? Ayun, si Aina rin. Para isang videohan lang tayo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, City.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly give the summarization of the discussion last time, please.
Ma'am, last meeting po, we discussed the continuation, ma'am, ng globalization, but with the nation states po. Then, we include also some discussion about the interdependence of the state and the economy po.
Okay, and that is under market integration. Thank you, City. And also open your cam ha, para nasa work ka.
No, ma'am, wait lang po kasi medyo magulo po yung background po.
Okay, how about Carmela Manuel? What else about market integration? Review lang to.
About po ma'am sa international financial institution po, yung sa intergovernmental tsaka private po.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Carmela. How about Adrian Medrano? What else? Market integration.
Ang tawag po ba yung po ba?
Yes, what?
We talked
Review lang ito.
our discussion lately, ma'am. Natalakay rin po natin yung yung mga attributes ng global corporation as well as yung mga mga types or difference ng global companies.
Okay, mga global companies. Thank you. Mga attributes. We discussed yung mga different international financial institutions. Okay, thank you, Adrian. Now, let's move on to our new topic, which is the global interstate system. Do you still remember, did you already read the learning material that I posted last week? Sino na nakapagbasa? Meron? Wala? Wala pa? Joy? Ano yung mga nabasa mo? Ano yung mga natutunan mo sa learning material? Take note ha, hindi lang kayo dapat mag-focus sa discussion natin every other week. Kasi dapat ang focus natin dito, ang center ng natin education is student-centered tayo. So it means kapag nagbigay ng mga activities, your responsibility to read all the learning material and also browse. Rin kayo ng iba't ibang mga references nyo. Okay, Mary Joy, ano yung mga mga nabasa mo about sa the global interstate system na nag-focus sa nation and states? Mary Joy? Can you hear me, Mary Joy?
Hello, ma'am. Ano po yan?
Yung nabanggit ko kanina, yung pinost ko last week about the global interstate system, about nation states. What did you learn about the learning material? Yung reading piece na binigay ko. Mary Joy? Wala ata si Mary Joy. Anyways, guys, class, yung ating mga activities, napansin ko kasi kadalasan hindi lang dito sa class, maging sa mga ibang klase. More on nagpa-browse kayo, nagka-copy paste. That is plagiarism of ideas and plagiarism of language. Iwasan natin yon. You can get an idea or ideas from the internet but never focus your answer from it. Hindi lang ika-copy paste. Anong natutunan nyo? Diba? Dapat intindihin nyo. Hindi nyo lang ipaparaphrase. May napansin pa ako isang estudyante, pinaraphrase niya lang. Binalitan lang, ni-rewordings niya lang. Diba? So what's the sense of the activity kung hindi kayo natuto? Kapag nagtitingin kayo sa ating sa internet, pag nagpa-browse kayo, yung content ng sagot nyo, kung kumuha man kayo ng idea sa internet, it should be just 30%. 70% from you. Hindi nyo gagawin na 100%, 90% sa internet, 10% lang sa inyo. Diba? Plagiarism na yon. Okay. At kapag nag-indicate din kayo ng statement from the internet, don't forget to attach kung saan galing. Kunwari, according to sticker, globalization is the intensification and expansion of social relations and consciousness across world time and world space. Diba? Dapat indicate nyo kung saan, kung kanino galing. Then, dapat ibigay nyo rin yung understanding nyo about that. Hindi lang kayo magpo-focus sa internet. Okay, magdi-discuss na tayo about nation in the states. Last time, nagbigay ako ng learning material na tumutukoy sa nation in the states. What do we mean by nation? Okay, Mary Joy, can you read?
Nation. On the other hand, it is an imagined political community and imagined as both inherent, limited, and sovereign.
Okay, it has sovereignty. It is a political community. Ay, bakit nation? Nation states. Okay, nasa ano tayo? Okay, anyways, dito muna tayo sa state. Who wants to read? Hindi, magtatawag na lang ako para mabilis. Riza. Kindly read the first sentence.
However, a German social theorist defines state as a compulsory political organization with centralized government that maintains a monopoly
Monopoly.
of a legitimate use of force within a certain territory. Heidegger, a 20th century international philosopher, stated that states are independent political communities, each of which possesses a government and as a sovereign of a human population.
Okay, therefore, when we say state, this is a political organization which possess a government and asserts sovereignty. Okay, in a particular portion of a surface or a territory with a human population, that is a state. But state and nation are interchangeable. Okay, halos nagkapapalit siya. Halos may pagkapareho sila. Okay. Pero kapag titingnan naman natin sa Mirayam, sa mga dictionaries, when we say state kasi, it is considered an organized political community or organization under one government. Nasa isang government lang sila. That is a territory. Pag state, territory considered as an organized political community under one government. Pag sinabing state, that is a territory. But when we say nation, tulad nga ng sinabi kanina, imagine political community and imagine as both inherently limited and sovereign. So it is a body of people by common descent, history, with one culture, one language, and inhabiting in a particular country or territory. So nation, they are, kapag nag-base tayo sa dictionary, pag sinabi nating nation, it is a body of people, group of people inhabiting in a state or in a territory. Okay, ang tao yung nation, state a territory. Pero dito, according to our book na reference natin, saan ba yung okay, according to the Contemporary World by Tomorrow, Brazolete, and Ryan Leonardo, ito yung book natin, na pag sinabi nating nation, ito yon, political community. These are group of organizations. Diba? Tulad ng UN, ilan yung mga states na under sa nation, diba? Group of community or organization. Itong state, this is a single political organization. However, when we say nation, group of political organization or a community na siya, marami. Malalaman nating nation siya if, una, it is imagined because the members of even the smallest nation will never know most of their fellow members, meet them, or even hear of them. Yet in the minds of each lives the image of their communion. They have a certain or specific goals. Though they do not know their fellow members, like kunwari, sa magkakaibang bansa nga, nasa iisang nation, they do not know each other. Hindi nila, kahit na maliit na nation lang yun, hindi niya kakilala yung ibang kamiyembro. Dahil nga, it is a community. Marami sila. Hindi nila kakilala yung isa't isa. They didn't even meet each other or hear of them. Okay? But in their minds of each lives, the image of their communion. May iisa lang silang goals or aims. Take note of that. Also, it is imagined as limited because even the largest of them, encompassing perhaps a billion human beings. So, napakarami nga kasi group of states has finite, if elastic boundaries beyond which lie other nations. Also, it is imagined as sovereign because the concept was born in an age in which enlightenment and revolution were destroying and legitimacy of the divinely ordained hierarchical dynasty, real nations dream of being free And if under God directs so, the nation emblem of this freedom is sovereign state. And also, it is imagined as community because regardless of actual inequality, black and white, regardless of that and exclusion that may prevail in each, the nation is always conceived as deep horizontal camaraderie. Right? There is a friendship, there is a connection. Kasi nga, yung organization na yon, meron silang mga goals. Kanya-kanya yan. Mamaya magbibigay tayo ng example. And everyday political speech and media commentary, the terms nation and states are used interchangeably na pagpapalit kasi nga they have similarities. Okay. Both silang group of people pero yung paggagamit mo na iba. The term nation states has a dual concept. Una, nation states are territorial organizations characterized by monopolization of legitimate violence, while nation states are membership associations with collective identity and democratic protection. To rule. May mga rules din sila. The state and the economic interdependence. Paano ba nagkakaroon ng interdependence in terms of economy? Who wants to read? Anyone? Raise your hand. Okay, City.
The rising momentum of global free market capitalism in the final decades of the 20th century, the accompanying rise in the transnational enterprises and the resulting disparities between easy flows of money and commodities across international borders and the legal barriers and logistical hurdles that keep most workers tied to their home communities are associated with globalization.
Nag-start sa 20th century. Thank you, City Aina. Starting, tama ba yung nai-add ko sa GC? Kasi marami akong nakitang kapangalan mo eh. Hindi ko alam kung ikaw yung ano. Tama ba? Naka-private ka kasi kaya hindi ko masyadong sigurado kung ikaw. Okay, in the 20th century, nagsimula accompanying the rise of transnational enterprises. Yung mga companies na transnational, they are not just stay in their hometown or home country, pero nag-extend din sila in the other countries like Coca-Cola. Ano ba yung mga malalaking mga companies, diba? Na transnational and globalized na sila. And the resulting disparities between easy flow of money. May papasok natin dyan yung mga banks. Di ba? Yung mga IMF, World Bank. Di ba? Na madali na lang mag-send and claim monies. And commodities across international borders. Andyan na rin yung mga navigation. Andyan na yung easy delivery for orders, for shipping, and legal barriers and logistical hurdles that keep most workers tied to their home communities are associated with globalization. So, ito yung effect ng globalization. Yung example ko before, yung China, di ba? Dahil tayo nagpo-consume tayo ng mga China-made mga gamit, nagpo-produce naman yun sa China ng more opportunity in terms of job in their own sa population nila. Diba? Nakaka-encourage sila or nakakapag-hire sila ng maraming kababayan nila. And instead of going into other countries, they can work at their own country. Nag-i-stay na lang sila. The belief that organization or globalization, I should say, imposes a first choice upon states either to conform to free market principles or run the risk of being left behind is termed interface called Golden Straitjacket by Thomas Friedman. Okay, meron yung risk of being left behind because especially in the economy natin, hindi naman lahat kumikita lang malaki, di ba? Meron at merong naiiwan, meron at merong umaangat. Ani Neoliberalism journalist and advocate to illustrate the voicing of states into policies that suit and preferences of investment houses and corporate executives or electronic herd to swiftly move money and resources into countries favored as adaptable to the demands of international business and withdraw even more rapidly from countries deemed uncompetitive. Further, countries are compared to individual stocks. Bakit? Where the states and their government are rewarded and punished similar to buying and selling shares of individual companies. Di ba? Yung states, di ba? And their government, pwedeng tumas yung ekonomiya, pwedeng bumaba. Parang ganun lang din sa mga individual company. Di ba? Merong minsan mataas ang pagbenta, maraming bibili, minsan mahina. States also have lost an important element of economic sovereignty and neoliberalism is beyond contestation. Who knows neoliberalism? Ano ba ang neoliberalism? Sino nakakaalam? Magtatawag ako Okay, Frankie.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
What is neoliberalism?
Hindi ko alam.
Okay, pag sinabi natin neoliberalism, this is a dominant ideology permitting the public policies of many government. These are the ideas associated with free market capitalism, like IMF, World Bank, World Trade Organization. Ito yung mga nagbibigay ng public policies to the government about the market capitalism. That is neoliberalism. Tayo, nation in the states. According to Weber in 1997, describes that the state as a compulsory political organization with a centralized government that maintains the legitimate use of force within a certain territory. On the other hand, the concept nation emphasizes the organic ties. Ito yung pagkakapare-pareho nila in terms of language, religion, ethnic groups, diba, belief, culture, and that hold groups of people together. It inspires a sense of loyalty and belonging. Example na yung sabi ko, ethnicity, language, religion, and others like culture, diba, language. That is according to Schedule 2014. Combining these two, a nation states can then be defined as political community that emanates from civic society to legitimate executive peace. Okay? Merong mga laws. Okay? May mga sinusunod na laws and regulations. The civic society is the basis of people's oneness. Ito yung mga municipal organization. From maliliit na ito yung pinaka-basis in people's oneness for the cooperation, for the unity of people in a certain nation or states. Okay, take note of that, ha? When you say state, political organization that is centralized government. Meron silang centralized government. Political organization. But when you say nation, it is an organic ties of that hold groups of people, like group of states and nation. There are also effects of globalization on nation states. Pero ano nga ba yung mga role, okay, ng nation states or ng globalization sa nation states? So we have 5. Una, kindly read Remelin.
Globalization is seen to impose a forced choice upon nation states.
Now, there are principles of deregulation, mga privatization, and free trade of run the risk of being left behind in terms of development. nyo kanina. Pero according to Friedman in the sticker, 2005, claims the nation states are in danger of losing important elements of economic sovereignty because of notion that neoliberalism is beyond contestation as aspect of globalization. In other words, nation states will exist but lose a part of integral to their economic development and let other global corporations control their economic movement. Also, take note that government and constitutions come and go, but states readily endure. Pero nga, nawawalan na yung part ng integral to their economic community because of globalization. Nawawalan na ng, hindi naman power, pero parang ganun na rin. Because of globalization. Ang globalization na yung nagpukontrol ng nation and states. Ikalawa, kindly read
Ma'am,
Mary Joy, ikaw ba nagsalita?
yes, ma'am. Establish of economic and political integration.
This one, a good example here is the EU or European Union. Also yung North America Free Trade Agreement or NAFTA. Halimbawa yung EU o yung European Union, it has become supranational body of 28 members. May mga 28 states ang meron sa EU. It has single currency. Isa yung ano nila, yung pera and monetary system among 17 states. Parliament with legislative powers with common citizens' right to live, work, vote, and run for office with developed collective